You ready, baby? Sound. It heals us, baby girl. It heals us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello, hello. This is Take Your Medicine. And my name is Toby Blake. And this is my co-host, Billy. She's here to share her medicine, and I'm here to share mine. And we just want to share our love and our essence and the things that we're learning in this life's journey with you. Huh, babe? Today is episode 13. We're making our way to our 100 episode. I didn't mean to block you out, Billy. You want to come back? Sorry. She's gone. Our 100 episode goal. We have a goal to make it to 100 episodes before 2024 is over. So we're doing it. I'm determined. I'm grateful that you're here with me and learning along with me. This is all new to me. It's new for me to share myself on video. I've been working one-on-one with clients and with my family and just doing this work kind of underground for a long time, maybe 3 years. And I feel inspired and called to share everything that I have learned in my journey with you. So I hope it's helpful for you. Anyone out there, one person, if one person is uplifted by what I'm doing, I'll be so happy and so grateful. I wanted to first read from Melanie Beattie's book. Usually we do that last, but I was just reading the message and it actually goes along with what I wanted to talk about today. So I'm going to read that. It is February 27th, Billy. Can you believe that February is almost over? It's a leap year. Today's message is about opening to life's magic. And I woke up this morning feeling the magic, feeling so excited to be alive, so grateful. Billy's groaning, she's growling. She loves to be alive too, huh, Billy? Melanie says, I will never forget my mother's words to me the first time she took me to the Hoh rainforest. A woman told me when she learned I was going there. We were at the edge of the forest, about to enter. My mother stopped walking and turned to me. There's magic here, she said. It wasn't her words that impressed me. What struck me was the absolute certainty and matter-of-fact way she said it. It was like she had just told me, dinner's ready. There's magic in the air. It's the next place on the journey. It's inevitable. We have been clearing the path so we could do more than merely trudge down the road. The road leads to magic, a magical way of living, a magical way of being here. The magic in the air isn't an illusion. It's not a trick. You have done your work. You have stuck with the journey. Now is the time for fun, the time to see and know more of life's magical ways. Yes, girl. Walk lightly. Enter the enchanted forest. Look around. Keep your eyes and ears open. Tell others what you see. The journey to the heart is a journey of wonder and awe. The ancient ones, the trees, are waiting for you, the woman said. When you get there, tell them I said hi. Open to life's magic. It's been waiting for your call. I loved that message this morning. I went on a walk with Billy this morning at 5:30 and it was still dark out and the moon still looks almost full. It was so bright and so beautiful. It had a gorgeous rainbow aura. It was like misty and had rainbow colors. It's absolutely beautiful. And I went and visited the auntie trees. These are the trees where I first had my first set of visions. Yes, huh? And it was a very special place. It still is a very special place that I go to calm my heart and to feel the energy and the love and the magic of the trees. And this morning, Billy and I went to the auntie trees. We gave them hugs and kisses. We talked to them. And I wanted to share one way that I have started to pray. And to me, prayer is really just about setting an intention, putting an intention out into the universe. And what I do with the trees that I find very powerful and very effective is the trees have shown me that their most energetic, powerful center is right at the base where the roots meet the trunk. There's a lot going on there. So I squatted down this morning and put my hands on this beautiful auntie tree, and I put my third eye up to her trunk. And I said, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am happy, I am free. Everything I want is coming to me. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am happy, I am free. Everything I want is coming to me. I used to hesitate to say everything I want is coming to me, but I feel like what I want is aligned with the universe, the flow of the universe. I want to be in flow with the universe. So all I want is good things and beautiful things and joy and love and healing and happiness for everyone. And so now I feel comfortable saying everything I want is coming to me. Look at it happen. I feel the energy, the love of the tree as I send that intention down the roots into the mycelium, that crazy interconnected network of nature, mycelium and root systems, all connected throughout all the earth. Those trees do hear you. They do receive the information. And I truly believe they spread that intention through all of the root system, through all of the earth. And I can feel that it grounds me. It helps me feel more focused and more alive and more connected to the earth. And so maybe that will be helpful to you. I really highly recommend kissing on the trees, loving on the trees. I love to tickle the trees. I love to go like that to the trees because everything is vibration and they feel your joy. They feel your love and they truly respond. So I would challenge you, if it feels right, to go out and connect with a tree, hug the tree, put your heart chakra up against the tree. Oh, it feels so good. They are our friends. They are conscious beings. They are sentient beings, and they are waiting for us to connect with them. And we are meant to be one. And so that's one of my very favorite ways to pray. So thank you, Melanie Beatty. I love what she had to say about connecting with nature and the magic of nature. There was one time, I think it was my 38th birthday, I went to Sedona by myself on my birthday, and I walked through the forest, and I swear to God, the trees had a beautiful birthday party for me. There was a red cardinal circling the entire time that I was there, and the trees just gave me this outpouring of love and visions and energy. I felt so alive and so ready to live another year of my life. I highly recommend connecting in stillness with the trees. They are so, so wonderful and so, so beautiful. And I never feel alone in my life ever if there is a plant around, because the plants are aware of us. They love us. I could go on and on. I'll talk forever about the trees. Anyway, I also wanted to talk a little bit about insomnia. Have you struggled with insomnia? Because I have for the last 20 years. When my son Chandler, he's 20 years old now, when he was 6 weeks old, he stopped breathing on the freeway. I'm so very grateful that my mother was in the back of the car so that she could see him literally turning dark blue. It was so, so scary. And I pulled off to the side of the freeway, and I ended up having to give my tiny 6-week-old baby mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for 9 minutes. That was the longest 9 minutes of my entire life. It was one of the scariest experiences. It was, oh my gosh, just horrifying, until the ambulance got there and could give him oxygen and help him. I was just giving him mouth to mouth. After that experience, truly for the next 20 years, I have really, really struggled to sleep. They put me at that time on the highest dose they could give me of Ambien, and it didn't touch my insomnia because I was just constantly checking on my baby. I slept with him right next to me, checking on him constantly, and I just could not get myself to relax. And I, since that time, have really, really struggled to sleep. And I've also realized recently that I've been subconsciously afraid of dreaming because when I was a little girl, I used to have the most terrifying dreams. And so I was using marijuana for the last maybe 10 years. Before that, I was using over-the-counter sleeping medications. And I started using marijuana about 10 years ago to help me sleep. And it really just turned off my dreaming completely. I rarely dreamed. It was usually just blackness. And I think that was my comfort zone for a long time. So recently, I went off of everything cold turkey. And that was quite the experience. It was a struggle the first few nights to sleep. And sometimes it is still a struggle, but I wanted to share a few things that I have found to help me that have made a huge difference. I recently learned that marijuana actually disrupts the REM cycle. My stepsister Haley actually was teaching me this yesterday, that marijuana disrupts the REM cycle. So I looked it up and I was researching it, and it's true. You might think you're sleeping more because of the cannabis, but it's actually not giving you that deep, 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 most quality level of sleep that is super important that we get for our rest and rejuvenation. And so I'm so grateful to be free and clear of all medication, all caffeine, all marijuana, all the stuff, nothing in my system. It feels so good. My eyes are more clear. I feel brighter and lighter throughout the day. And last night I had an amazing night of sleep. I woke up feeling overjoyed. I was like, this is what it's supposed to feel like to be alive. I've been struggling with sleep for so long and waking up just frustrated and grumpy and enraged sometimes. I just want a good night's sleep, and it's very frustrating. And so to have a good night's sleep is such a blessing. So I wanted to share with you a few things that I have found very helpful to be able to go to sleep. The first one is called skull cap. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but it's an ancient Chinese flower, and I buy it loose leaf just on Amazon, skull cap tea, loose leaf tea. And it calms the nerves. It's been used for thousands of years in China for all kinds of medicinal purposes, including the treatment of insomnia and anxiety. So skull cap, if you're interested in a tea that is all natural, I have organic loose leaf skull cap tea. It's not that expensive. It's on Amazon. You can find it there. And it's like, it almost tastes like dandelion tea. It's very earthy. I find it very enjoyable, actually. I drank that last night and I slept so nice. Another thing that really helps, and there's scientific data to back it up, is taking a bath before bedtime. The warm water opens up the capillaries and everything kind of gets dilated. And then when you get out of the bathtub, you have like a giant drop, a plummet in body temperature. And there's something about that that really helps you get into the mode for sleeping. And I love to put Epsom salt and maybe a little tea tree oil, a little lavender in my baths. But Epsom salt has really been something that when I do Reiki and I feel full of someone else's energy, the Epsom salt helps so much. It just pulls it right out. I feel clear. I feel better after a big, heavy Reiki session when I use Epsom salt bath. And it's really helped with sleeping as well. So I highly recommend that. What else? Travis Elliott Yin Yoga on YouTube is fantastic. There's a video specifically for sleep. It's called Bedtime. I think it's called Travis Elliott Yin Yoga Bedtime. And that's on YouTube. I highly recommend checking that out. I will link the video to that if I remember on the description here, because that has been such a beautiful way to end my day and get right into bed in a relaxed, stretched, comfortable state. Yin yoga is probably my very favorite kind of yoga. It's where you hold the stretches for 2 to 3 minutes and you really get into the deep fascia and really stretch your body in a way that is long lasting and effective. I love it so much, and it relaxes the body. And he shares some beautiful quotes, and there's beautiful music. I highly recommend Travis Elliott Yin Yoga on YouTube. The last thing that I would like to recommend is box breathing. So if you're lying in bed and you just can't sleep and you're freaking out like I do, I get so frustrated, especially when my husband's over there sleeping like a baby. I'm like, God damn it, I just want to sleep. Box breathing has been a savior for me. So you count 4 on the inhale, 4 on the inhale, hold for 4 seconds. Then you 4 exhale and hold for 2 seconds. So it's 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, hold for 2. 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, hold for 2. And if you do that over and over again, and you're just focusing on that, working to relax your body more and more with each exhale, you're going to lose yourself and fall right asleep. It gets boring and monotonous, and pretty soon I don't realize when I've fallen asleep. But if I'm focusing on box breathing, 4, 4, 4, 2, I usually fall asleep with no problem. So those are my recommendations for insomnia. I hope those are helpful to you. And the last thing I wanted to tell you about before I go and journey tomorrow to see Jesus, Kate, and Ebert, and all of my friends is one of the most special experiences of my whole life that I was remembering yesterday. And I wanted to share it with you. This was an experience with Jesus, Kate, and her friends. And so basically, one night I was in Scottsdale, Arizona at a hotel, because that's usually how I do my journey work, is I go away from home and I journey there where I can create a temple out of the hotel room. I use sage and incense, and I light candles, and I bring my crystals, and I just create a very sacred, reverent space. And that is where I do a lot of my journey work into higher dimensions. So I was at a Scottsdale hotel all by myself, and I'm lying in the bed, blindfolded, headphones with my meditation music, and I'm going deep, deep, deep into trance. And all of a sudden, a being appears, and she's beautiful. And I'm like, oh my God, a new friend. I was so excited. I had been working with Jesus, Kate, all of this time, and now there was a new being making her way into my consciousness. And she came in with all this love, and she was absolutely beautiful. And she said, I have 2 things to show you today, and they're very difficult for you to see. Do you want to see them? And I said, yes, I want to see them. I'm ready. Show me. And she said, are you sure these are very difficult things to see? And I said, yes, I want to see whatever it is you have to show me. After that, she took me into 2 different life experiences that she said are parallel lives that I am living in other places. These were very traumatic situations, both of them. And when she showed me the vision of where I was in a parallel life, it wasn't like a vision. It was like I was in the body that she was showing me, feeling all of the trauma, all of the distress, all of the panic, all of the terror. And it was very, very difficult. This being was right. It was very difficult. I was weeping. I was covered in sweat. I felt desperate to get out. And then she showed me another experience. So she showed me both of them. What's so beautiful is that these beings shower you with love before they show you something different. And then they show you the very difficult thing. And then they shower you with love again. They really make it so that you can really digest it. These beings are so beautiful. They're in tune with your actual heart, and they can really navigate it and make it, something that you can get through, even if it's really difficult. So she showed me these 2 parallel lives that were very difficult. I won't go into them, but they were very traumatic situations that she said are parallel lives I'm living. And then she showered me with love, and it was this most beautiful thing. And I said, At the end, I said, thank you so much. I said, can I please know your name? And at that moment, she revealed herself in the biggest way. And she said, Jesus Kate. And it was Jesus Kate all along. Jesus Kate loves to be mischievous. She loves to disguise herself. I ripped off my blindfold. I looked at her. I hugged her so big. I was overwhelmed with joy. I started weeping. Jesus Kate! Oh my God, I had no idea it was you. She tricked me, and she loves to trick me. She loves to play hide and seek. These beings are so playful, and I love them so much. And after that experience, Jesus, Kate, and I embraced. It was beautiful. It was so, so incredible. It truly was one of the most beautiful moments of my entire life because I had been through this very traumatic, this heavy, heavy experience that was sandwiched in all of this love. And I thought I was meeting a new being, and then she revealed herself as Jesus Kate. I just love you, Jesus Kate. Thank you so much for all of your fun and play and mischief and all of the deep learning that we do together. She just makes it so fun and so wonderful. After that same night, she showed to me, introduced me to an entire tribe of her friends. And these beings were not like her. They had different body structures, different patterns, and each one was so unique. And they held a parade for me, is what I call it. I don't know. There are no words for these experiences. But one by one, these beings showed themselves to me and did the most beautiful dance. It was so gorgeous, each one so unique, their colors, their energy, their messages. They did these beautiful dance. It almost reminded me of those big characters at like the Chinese parades, those big dragony characters, but they weren't dragons. They were very unique tribal beings with there are just no words for these things. I wish I had the words. But they showed themselves to me one at a time, each with an individual unique dance. And at the end, each one, they didn't have arms, but they would go like this to me, like this. And then they would just stare at me. And I would be like, oh, I'm supposed to do it too. They would kind of look at me like, come on, do it too. And so then I would go like that. And when I raised my arms like that, they would give me this perfect, beautiful, warm, energetic hug. And I would feel their unique energy come over me as the most beautiful hug that you could ever imagine from these beings. Each one did their unique dance and then raised their proverbial arms. And I raised my arms, and then I would feel this huge wave of that unique energy from that unique being come over me. It was the most beautiful night. I love these beings so much for everything they show me, everything they teach me. I'm so grateful for them. And tomorrow I will be going into the higher dimensions to see them once again. It has been quite some time since I've done this, a couple months at least. And so I will be journeying, and I always get a little bit nervous, but for some reason today, I just feel so excited. I really feel just excited. I love Jesus Kate. I love Ebert, her partner. Ebert is like her counterpart, who actually was the first one who introduced me to Jesus Kate. He did a lot of clearing work on my body before I was ready to be introduced to Jesus Kate. And now they love to bring their friends to introduce to me. And they each have the most beautiful lessons to share. And I have the desire to share those lessons with you. If they are helpful in any way, it makes me so joyful to share. So that is our show today. Anything else, my baby girl? I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for being on this journey. It's vulnerable. It is what it is, but it's getting easier and easier to share myself. I was told one time by a dragon being who ended up being Ebert that I have a very specific kind of joy, and that my purpose on this earth is to share that joy and to multiply that joy. And I believe that's the case for all of us. We are all pure joy under all of this trauma and drama and heaviness of this life. And when we uncover all of the trauma and drama, we get to our real divine being, and then we get to share it with the world. So I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will not see you tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be more grounded on Thursday, grounded enough to come and say hello on Thursday morning. So until then, I hope you have a wonderful time. Bless you, bless you. Namaste. Take care.